Grandmother said when she was crowned, coronations are a declaration of our hopes for the future. And I know she's up there, fondly keeping an eye on us, and she'll be a very proud mother.
Prince William has just confirmed the shocking truth. King Charles and Queen Camilla are officially separated, and it's over for good. He accidentally revealed this royal news in a casual conversation. Did Camilla leave when he needed her most, or did Charles decide to walk away from the marriage himself? Tune in as we uncover the truth behind this royal breakup that will tear apart the whole British society like nothing before. The love that changed the royal family forever. It all started in the early 1970s when a young Prince Charles crossed paths with Camilla Shand. Sparks flew instantly, but there was just one little problem. Camilla was not considered princess material. She was older, had a past, and did not fit the royal mold. The monarchy had strict expectations, and Camilla simply did not check all the right boxes. Before we delve into this, it's clear that the choices made behind palace doors were far more ruthless than anyone could have imagined. And this won't be the only truth that will leave you stunned. Charles, instead of fighting for his love, went off to serve in the Royal Navy, leaving Camilla behind. And what did she do? She got engaged to Andrew Parker Bowles. But here is where things get messy. Charles and Camilla never really ended their relationship. Even as Camilla walked down the aisle in 1973, she remained close to Charles, a friendship that would turn into a scandal later on. Fast forward to 1980, and here comes Lady Diana Spencer. Young, shy, and just 19 years old, Diana was everything the royal family wanted in a future queen. Elegant, aristocratic, and beautiful, she was the perfect match on paper. The wedding in 1981 looked like a fairy tale, but behind closed doors, it was anything but. The entire world was in awe, but Diana already had her doubts. Before the big day, Charles gave Camilla a very personal gift, a bracelet engraved with their secret nicknames, Fred and Gladys. Diana found out, confronted Charles, but he brushed it off. She went through with the wedding anyway, unaware of just how much Camilla still meant to him. And Charles, marrying the most glamorous woman in the world, should have been a dream, but instead he was still caught up with Camilla. From the start, the marriage was rocky. Diana quickly realized she was not in a two-person union. Camilla was very much still there, but the public had no idea. They were too busy falling in love with Diana's charm and style. Slowly, the cracks began to show. The press started picking up on Charles's cold, distant behavior, while Diana basked in the adoration of millions. Then came the bombshell. In 1993, the world heard the infamous Camilla Gate tapes, where Charles was recorded telling Camilla he wished he could be her tampon. Yes, it was that bad. If anyone had doubts about their affair before, this removed all question marks. The scandal sent shockwaves through the monarchy, but the drama was far from over. By 1992, the marriage was falling apart. Charles and Diana announced their separation, but it did not stop the drama from escalating. Then, in 1995, Diana sat down for a televised interview that would go down in history. Looking straight into the camera, she said, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." The entire world gasped, but let's be honest, everyone already knew. And then Diana made her boldest move yet. The same night Charles publicly admitted to his affair, Diana showed up in what is now known as the revenge dress. A sleek, black, off-the-shoulder dress that screamed confidence, independence, and a clear message. She was done playing by royal rules. The image of her walking into that event became legendary. She did not need words. The dress said it all. The divorce was officially finalized in the year 1996, marking the end of one of the most talked-about marriages in modern history. Diana, once loved as the Princess of Wales, kept her title, but everything around her changed. The royal family felt different, distant, colder. The public had already chosen their side, and it was clear that Diana had their hearts. She was seen as a woman who had been treated unfairly, while Charles and Camilla became the villains of a story that people would never forget. But no matter what happened between Diana and the royal family, she never let it affect the love she had for her 2 sons, William and Harry. She made sure they felt safe, protected, and loved. She took them to amusement parks, let them eat fast food, and even took them on public transportation, things that no royal child had ever really done before. She wanted them to see the world beyond palace walls, to understand real life, to know kindness, and to be surrounded by people who were not just dressed in royal uniforms.
The alleged betrayal. Word on the street is that things have gotten so heated between the royal couple that it is causing a full-blown crisis behind palace walls. And the person triggering this mess is none other than Queen Camilla herself. So what's the drama all about? Well, it seems like Camilla's been hiding a few things from Charles, and it is driving him up the wall. We are not talking about little secrets either. This is serious stuff that is allegedly shaking the British royals on an emotional level. And let's just say, Charles is not taking it lightly. Do you remember Camilla's ex? You know, the one who was always lurking around in the background. Yes, Andrew Parker Bowles. The man has got a way of sticking around, and that's where the trouble starts. According to a former Buckingham Palace advisor, Charles absolutely hates Camilla's ongoing friendship with her ex-husband. And we are not talking mild annoyance here. Rumor has it that Charles gets so angry at this. Whenever Charles hears that Camilla is hanging out with Andrew, he explodes with anger. But why now, after all these years? Well, Camilla and Charles's relationship has always been complicated, to say the least. They first met in 1970, and it was anything but a typical love story. They have been through scandal after scandal, and somehow they always managed to keep things together. But this latest drama is different. It is hitting Charles where it hurts, and it is all tied to Camilla's ongoing connection with Andrew. Let's rewind a bit. Charles has been dealing with some serious health issues lately. Rumor has it he has been diagnosed with cancer. This alone is enough to stress anyone out, let alone a king. So imagine how he feels knowing that the woman who is supposed to be his rock, his support system, is off meeting with her ex. Yeah, not exactly the support Charles needs right now. And it is not like Andrew's been keeping a low profile either. This guy has shown up at some pretty major events, including Charles III's coronation. That's right. While the world watched Charles take the throne, Andrew was right there, smiling away. It is no wonder Charles is furious. It is one thing for Camilla to stay friendly with her ex, but to have him front and center at such a pivotal moment, that's a bold move, and it is one that Charles clearly is not okay with. The interesting thing is that Camilla knows exactly how much this friendship bothers Charles, and she is not backing down. According to her former assistant, Camilla is well aware of Charles's anger, but she is choosing to ignore it. Whether it is out of loyalty to Andrew or just plain stubbornness, Camilla's behavior is causing serious tension at Buckingham Palace. The staff is talking, the media is picking up on it, and the speculation is running wild. Some insiders are even saying that this situation is so bad that Charles is actually considering a divorce. That's right, a royal divorce could be on the horizon. Can you imagine? After everything they have been through, the secret affair, the public scandals, Diana's tragic death, this could be the thing that finally pushes Charles over the edge. It is almost too dramatic to believe, but then again, this is the British royal family we are talking about. Of course, not everyone thinks it is that serious. There are some who believe this is just another bump in the road for Charles and Camilla. After all, they have weathered plenty of storms before, but others are not so sure. With Charles's health issues and the pressure of his new role as king, this could be the breaking point. If Camilla does not back down and Charles cannot keep his cool, things could get ugly fast. And let's not forget about the public's role in all this. The British people have always had mixed feelings about Camilla. She has come a long way from being the other woman, but this latest drama is not doing her any favors. If this situation continues to escalate, it could have serious repercussions, not just for their marriage, but for the entire royal family's image. And if this was not enough, Prince William recently made a statement where he slipped the secret that his father, King Charles, and Queen Camilla have separated and are now living separately. What did he say? Let's find out.
Prince William's statement. Prince William and Prince Harry's relationship with Queen Camilla has always been a bit complicated. It is no secret that they have had their ups and downs with her over the years. After all, Camilla's entry into their lives was not exactly smooth. While Harry has made it clear he is not her biggest fan, William has always played it cooler, keeping things civil. Now, on to the latest headline that has got everyone talking. Prince William's finances. The British press has been digging into his earnings, and let's just say they are not thrilled with what they have found, or rather what they haven't found. Word on the street is that William earned 28 million euros last year from his properties, but when it comes to his tax contributions, William has been suspiciously quiet. Unlike his father, King Charles III, who has always been pretty transparent about his finances, William is not following in those footsteps, and naturally people are starting to ask questions. The press has been relentless, questioning why William is not being more upfront about his earnings. I mean, transparency is kind of expected when you are next in line for the throne, isn't it? The lack of disclosure has started all kinds of debates about what it really means to be a modern royal. Shouldn't William, as the future king, be setting an example, or is he just hoping this will all blow over if he stays quiet long enough? As if that was not enough to raise eyebrows, we got to hear another revelation. It turns out King Charles III is paying some pretty high rent to live in Highgrove House, which is a property that William now owns. Yes, you heard it correctly. The future king is charging the current king rent to live in his own former home. The irony is almost too much to handle, especially since Charles has always been the poster child for eco-friendly living. He has even gone as far as hiring a new gardener to keep Highgrove's garden 100% green. But the fact that he is paying rent to his own son, that has got people talking. This whole situation has left the British public scratching their heads. Is this just standard royal protocol, or is there something more going on between father and son? Could it be that there is some tension between them? The financial arrangement certainly raises some questions, and you have to wonder what's really driving it. As if it was not enough, the real bombshell came during a recent interview when Prince William casually mentioned his father's health and living situation. According to William, King Charles III seems to be happier living alone these days, especially since he has not been feeling well lately. Now, on the surface, this might sound like a throwaway comment, but the timing could not be more suspicious. With all the speculation swirling around Charles and Camilla's marriage, it is hard not to read between the lines. Did William just let slip that his father and Camilla are no longer living together? Or did he even hint at something more serious, like a separation? The idea that Charles is enjoying his time alone without Camilla has everyone wondering if they have separated. Could it be that the cracks in their marriage are deeper than we thought? William's comment, innocent as it may seem, has only made things worse. Whether it was intentional or just a slip of the tongue, his remark has set off a new wave of speculation about the state of the royal marriage. So, what was the media's reaction upon hearing this news? Media reactions. The media is having a field day with the latest royal drama, and people are drawing some pretty harsh comparisons. Many are saying that karma has finally caught up with King Charles III. They are pointing out that what he is going through now with Camilla is exactly what Princess Diana felt all those years ago, being married to a man who was emotionally involved with another woman. The tables have turned, and now Charles is reportedly feeling the sting of betrayal just like Diana did. It is hard to ignore the irony, and the media is not holding back on highlighting it. Speculation is also running wild about the state of Charles and Camilla's marriage. There is talk everywhere, from tabloids to Twitter, that a divorce might be on the horizon. The British press, which is known for being relentless, has been fanning the flames, suggesting that this latest drama could be the final straw for the royal couple. Many royal watchers believe that the tension between Charles and Camilla is too much to overcome and a split could be imminent. But what do you think? Are these just rumors, or is the truth something else? Let us know in the comments below. Now, adding fuel to the fire is the news about King Charles's health. Reports have surfaced that he is battling cancer, which has only intensified the drama surrounding him. The preparations for his funeral are already underway. Of course, this is standard protocol to plan for the future that began after Queen Elizabeth II passed. But with Charles's health in question and the ongoing marital issues, it feels a lot more real and urgent now. If a divorce is indeed on the table, it is clear that time might not be on Charles's side. So where does this leave the British royals? What are the possible consequences? Possible consequences. If King Charles III and Queen Camilla were to separate, the consequences would be huge, both personally and for the monarchy. A separation alone would rattle the British royal family and the public. While the couple could live apart, Camilla would likely continue her royal duties, albeit with less visibility. There would be an effort to keep things as quiet as possible, avoiding a full-blown scandal. However, even a separation would bring endless speculation and media scrutiny, creating a distraction at a time when the monarchy is trying to modernize and stabilize after Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. But what if they take it a step further and actually divorce? Now that would be a whole different level of royal drama. A divorce between the king and queen consort would be unprecedented in modern times and would likely result in Camilla losing her title. Historically, the title of queen consort is tied to the king's status. If the marriage ends, she might be stripped of this title and perhaps take on something more subdued like Duchess of Cornwall again. The protocols for this situation are not clearly defined, but there would certainly be a need to manage the optics carefully, as all the royal family cares about is maintaining tradition and image. Let's not forget the public's reaction. The British people are still divided on Camilla, and a divorce could reignite old feelings about her role in the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage. There is a chance the monarchy could face a serious hit in popularity, particularly among those who never fully accepted Camilla as queen. The situation could even parallel the fallout from King Edward VIII's abdication in 1936 when he chose to marry Wallis Simpson, who was a twice-divorced American. That decision sent the monarchy into crisis and changed the line of succession. While a divorce today would not have the same constitutional impact, it would still be a monumental event with far-reaching consequences. Then there is the matter of protocol. If they do divorce, Camilla's role within the family would have to be redefined, and the royal household would undergo major changes. We could see a reshuffling of duties, public appearances, and even living arrangements. This would require a delicate balancing act to avoid destabilizing the monarchy further, especially with King Charles's health reportedly declining. The royal family has always tried to keep things secret during times of crisis, but a divorce would undoubtedly challenge that. The monarchy thrives on continuity and tradition, so any disruption could have long-lasting effects. What do you think is going to happen? Share your opinions in the comments below. If you want to watch more shocking news, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel, because we have got a lot more of this. Thanks for watching. Goodbye!